morning students. Exercise number 2.1, question number 4. The question is, when the positive integers a, b and c are divided by 13, the respective remainders are 9, 7 and 10. Show that a plus b plus c is divisible by 13. So according to Euclid division lemma, I have taken a equal to bq plus r. So b is equal to 13, you know that. So first one, a equal to 13q plus the remainder is 9, and b 13q plus the remainder is 7. C is 13q plus 10. To show a plus b plus c is divisible by 13. Okay, we are going to show that. So if you add them, so a plus b plus c equal to a value 13q plus 9 plus b value 13q plus 7 plus c value 13q plus 10. If you add them, 13q plus 13q plus 13q equal to 39q plus 9 plus 7 16, 16 plus 10 equal to 26. If you take 13 out, what do we get? Here 3 into 13, 39, you know. So if you take 13 out, 3q plus here 2. If the number is multiple of 13, it should be divisible of 13. Here the value is a plus b plus c value is multiple of 13. So it is must divisible by 13, which is divisible by 13. If a number is multiple of 13, it must be divisible by 13. You know very well. Okay. Question number 5. Prove that square of any integers leave the remainder either 0 or 1 when divided by 4. Okay. So a equal to bq plus r, you know this Euclid's division lemma. So according to this, it can be written as a equal to 4q because divided by 4 they said. So 4q plus remainder. Okay. We know that 0 less than or equal to or less than 4. The remainder value should be 0 or less than 4. So if 0 means remainder r is equal to 0, what do we get? A equal to 4q. So a square, its square means 4q square. What do we get? 16q square plus 0. What is the remainder? Here remainder is 0. If r equal to 1, so it can be written as a equal to 4q plus 1. So a square is equal to 4q plus 1 the whole square. So a plus b whole square value 16q square plus 1 plus a square plus b square plus 2ab, 2 into 4, 8q. So this one and this one you can take 4q out. If you take 4q out, what do we get here? Here 4q plus 2 plus 1. So if you take this as k, any value k plus 1, or you can take q of 4q plus 2 equal to k means 4 into k plus 1. Here it is also leaves the remainder 0. Here it leaves the remainder 1. So 4k plus 1. If you take r equal to 2, what do we get? A equal to 4q plus 2. So a square equal to 4q plus 2 a square equal to 4q plus 2 the whole square. So a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab, 2 into 2 4, 4 into 4 16q. So from first one and the third one we can take 16q out. If you take 16q out, q plus 1 plus 4. Again you can take 4 out. If you take 4 out, 4q of, what do we get here? 4 is a common factor. If you take 4 out, what do we get here? If you take r is equal to 2, listen carefully. So a is equal to 4q plus the remainder 2, and a square, its square equal to 4q plus 2 the whole square. So a plus b whole square expansion, a square plus b square plus 2ab. According to that I have written that 16q square plus 4 plus 16q. From 1 and 3 you can take 16q out. If you take 16q out means what do we get? In first term q will be there plus the last term 1. So 16q of q plus 1 plus 4. Now we have two terms only 2 terms. From first term and first term and second term we can take 4 out. If you take 4 out, what do we get in the first term? 4q of q plus 1 plus 1. If you take 4q of q plus 1 equal to k. Why should we take? We just assume. If it is k means what did we get? 4 into k plus 1. So plus 1. After that plus that will be the remainder, you know. So here it leaves a remainder 1. It leaves a remainder 1. So the previous case we found the remainder is 1. And the previous case we got the remainder is 0. So the square of any positive integer leave the remainder either 0 or 1. The square of any positive integer leaves the remainder 0 or 1. If you take a third one, remainder r equal to 3 means you can take a equal to 4q plus 3 and the a square value, you can expand it and the remainder must be either 0 or 1. You have to verify it. Exercise number 2.1, question number 6. Use Euclid division algorithm to find HCF of 340 and 412. Now we are going to find HCF of 340 and 412. So first we are going to take the biggest number. We consider as the dividend. The biggest number is considered as the dividend. Which is biggest number? 340 and 412. 412 is the biggest number. 412 is the biggest number. So I am going to divide 412 by 340. 412 by 340. How many 340 are there in 412? Only one, you know very well. You have to write the quotient here 340. Remaining 2. Here 11 minus 4, 7. Okay, 72, which is not equal to 0. It does not leave the remainder 0. It does not leave the remainder 0. So what we are going to do means, actually this 412 can be written as 340 divisor in. So it does not leave the remainder 0. Therefore it can be written as 340 divisor into quotient plus remainder. 340 into 1 plus 72. Okay. The next case. Now I am going to take this remainder as the divisor. This will be the dividend. So 340, 72. So how many 72 are there? How many 72? You just assume that 70. So if you take 70 means how many 70s? 4 times 28. 5 times means 350. So 4 times only come. So 4 times means 4. 4 2s are 8. 4 7s are 28. 10 minus 8, 2. Here 3 will be there. 13 minus 8, 5. 52. Here also it does not leave the remainder 0. So this 340 can be written as 72 into 4 plus 52. Okay. The next step. Next I am going to take this 52 as the divisor. And this 72 will be the dividend 50 to 72. 1 times. What do we get? 20. It is also not equal to 0. It is also not equal to 0. So we are going to write 72 can be written as divisor into quotient plus remainder. Again, the same thing. Here I am going to take this 20 will be the divisor, this 52 as the dividend. So 2 times 40, remaining 2, 1. Okay, so now it is not equal to 0. So what shall we write? This 42 can be written as 20 into 2 plus 12. The next two, I am going to take this 20 as the dividend, this 12 as the divisor. So 1 time 12, remaining 8. It is not equal to 0. It is not equal to 0. Now, so this 20 can be written as 12 into 1 plus 8. Again, this will be the divisor and it will be the dividend. So 1 time 8, 4. Okay, so not equal to 0. Next, this 12 can be written as 8 into 1 plus 4. The next term, it will be the divisor. This will be the dividend. 2 times 8. What do we get? Remainder is 0. Remainder is 0. If it leaves the remainder 0, that divisor is the HCF. So this 4 is the HCF of this 340 and 412. So HCF is 4. HCF of 340 and 412 is 4. Question number 6, fourth subdivision. Here 3 numbers are given. Use Euclid division algorithm to find HCF of 84, 90 and 120. So what is the procedure? What is the method to find HCF? Means first we are going to take any 2 numbers among the given number. Okay. Now I am going to take 84 and 90. 84 and 90. Here 90 is the biggest number. So going to take as a dividend. 84 is the divisor. 1 time. So what do we get? 84, remaining 6. It does not leave the remainder 0. It does not leave the remainder 0. So not equal to 0. You write like this. So this 90 can be written as 84 into 1 plus 6. Okay. The next, this as the divisor. This 84 is the dividend. Okay. So actually this 6 can divide the number 84. How many times? Means 1 time. 6 remaining 2 means 24 4 times. 14 times. So it leaves the remainder 0. Okay. So HCF of 84 and 90. HCF of 84 and 90 is 6. HCF of 84 and 90 is 6. So now we are going to find the HCF of this 6 and this 120. 6 and 120. Okay. So 120 is the dividend, 6 is the divisor. So completely divide. 6 and 120. 6 into 20 is equal to 120. 6 2s are 12. So 20. So it leaves a remainder 0. Therefore the HCF of 84, 90 and 120 is 6. HCF of 84, 90 and 120 is 6. Try to solve example problems. Question number 7. Find the largest number which divides 1230, 1230 and 1926, leaving remainder 12 in each cases. If you the largest number which largest number divides these two numbers, leave the remainder 12 in each cases. So first I am going to subtract 12 from the each numbers. Actually the required number is the HCF of the numbers. So 1230 minus 12 and 126 minus 12. 1230 minus 12 means 1218. 1926 minus 12 means 1926 minus 12, 14. So 1218 and 1914. So HCF of 1218 and 1914. So this is the biggest number. So going to take as dividend and it will be the divisor. Only one time. 1218. 14 minus 8. 14 minus 8. What is the answer? 6. Here 0. 10 minus 1 9. 8 will be there. 8 minus 2 6. 696. It is not equal to 0. So this can be written as 1914 can be written as 1218 into 1 plus 696. 1218 into 1 plus 696. So now I am going to take this as the divisor. 696 and 1218 is the dividend. 1218 is the dividend. Actually that 696 is considered as 700 because it is closer to 700. So you can take as 700. So 2 into 700 means 1400. But here 1218 is given. Actually this is 1200. So only one time. So 1 6 are 6, 9, 6. 8 minus 6, 2. 11 minus 9. 11 minus 9, 2. Here 11 minus 6 is 5. It is not equal to 0. So this 1218 can be written as 696 into 1 plus 522. Next it will be the divisor and this will be the dividend. Here also one time. Here also one time. So 522. If you divide by 522, what do we get? 1 times here. So it leaves the remainder 174. So 696 can be written as 522 into 1 plus 174. Now I am going to take this 174 as the divisor. This 522 will be the dividend. 522, 174. That 174, it is closer to 180. You can take that. 2 into 180 means 360. 3 into 180, 540 should come, you know. So actually 2 times 2 4s are 8, 2 7s are 14, meaning 1, 2 1s are 2, 3. 12 minus 8, 4. Here 11 will be there, 7. Here actually 4 will be there in 174. So again 1 time. So 1 4s are 4, 7, 1. It leaves the remainder 0. It leaves the remainder 0. Therefore, HCF of the given two number is HCF of the numbers is 174. This 174. Question number 8. If D is the HCF of 32 and 60. D is the HCF of 32 and 60. Better we find the HCF of 32 and 60. So if you know the value of HCF of 32 and 60, it will be the value of D. Okay. So 32 and 60. So 60 is the dividend and 32 is the divisor. 32 is the divisor. So 1 time 32. Remaining 10 minus 2, 8. Here 5 minus 3, 2. Not equal to 0. So it can be written as this. 60 can be written as 32 into 1 plus 28. Next, it will be the divisor. This is the dividend. 1 time 28 meaning 4 not equal to 0. So 32 can be written as 28 into 1 plus 4. 28 into 1 plus 4. Next one, this 28 is the dividend, this 4 is the divisor. 7 times 28, it gives a remainder 0. So HCF is 4. Therefore value of D is equal to 4. HCF is 4. Therefore value of D is equal to 4. So D is equal to 32x plus 61. D equal to 32x plus 61. So we are going to find the value of x and y. If value of D equal to 4 means D equal to 32x plus 61. Value of D equal to 4 means 32 into x plus 60 into y. Okay. So here 32 into 2. If you assume x is equal to 2 means 32 into 2 64 minus 60 into y value minus 1. If x is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 1, the equation will be satisfied. If you assign the value of x is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 1 means the equation will be satisfied or equated. Okay, so value of x is equal to 2 and value of y is equal to minus 1.